Ndị be anyị ekene m unu. Asịkwa m ka nke onye chiri ya zelu. Daalụ nne ka unu si na-esoro anyị n'ife anyị na-eme na Eastern News 24. Anyị sịkwa na unu ga-adị ka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Otu anyị kwuru otu akọ ya dịrịrị ise ise ise. Dịka o si dị, anyị eje gbapụ na ka gosi na ya ji maka ya wee bịa, ma chetakwana nkwa ịkwado unu na ọpdeti ọbụla gị na-eji n'iru akwụkwọ a bụ ihe gbasara maka ife na-eme n'ala Igbo and gbasara maka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Silidiz. Ọ ife anyị kwado nnukwu ya na ịga na-eme. Ma dịka o si dị, ihe wetara unu n'ụbọchị nkịta bụ ife a na-akpọ morning tea from the Biafran Prime Minister bụ Maazị Simon Ekpa bụ onye isi va. Were ife okwu n'iru akwụkwọ ma achọkwa unu ga ya bụ ife unu ga-esi ya, unu adọrọpụ kọmentị unu gbasara maka ife unu chere the Prime Minister kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ a. Tata bụ ụbọchị abalị 40 ya nke bụ 14th of October 2023. Alright, I go senior beef. Over to you, sir.
Of the defense of Biafra. And in the past days, the Biafra Liberation Army has engaged the Nigeria Islamic Terrorist Army, police, and some of them who always derive joy in killing Biafrans at will. Today, I can assure you that it is no longer business as usual. The self-defense of Biafra has been activated and will continue to neutralize them. Yesterday, the Biafra Liberation Army neutralized 3 armored tanks of the Nigeria Terrorist Army in Biafra land. Many of them were neutralized and they know that it is no longer business as usual. We will continue to fight to defend our land until the last day that Biafra will remain or stay in Nigeria. This particular broadcast this evening has become imperative to address many issues that are being paraded and shared on social media, especially on the issue of the 2 weeks sit at home. I want to inform Biafrans that those who do not understand what is going on, Biafra Republic government in exile and the de facto government in the homeland has come to stay. It is the last phase to freedom. And today, I can proudly tell Biafrans that a lot of success has been recorded from the Biafra Republic government in exile and the de facto government in the homeland. We have read all manner of propagandas coming from the Nigeria, sponsored by the Nigeria state, especially coming from those expelled criminals who have spent over 13 years deceiving Biafrans in the name of fighting for freedom. At the end of the day, they sold our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu to the terrorist state. And they tried everything possible to kill the struggle, but here we are today, giving them back to back. So Biafran people, I want you to understand that today we have activated the Convention of Montevideo, which Nigeria or even Africa is not signatory to, but it is part of the prerequisite requirement to validate a government. Today, we have fulfilled many requirements to be recognized as a government. And that's where we are going. In October 2023, we are having the first ever Biafra Self-Referendum Convention. It is a convention that we are going to discuss and lecture Biafrans on what to expect during the self-referendum and how the self-referendum will be conducted in line with international laws, in line with international treaties, in line with the most accepted democratic process, giving the people the right to decide their future. And on that note, I want to inform Biafra people today that the Article 1 of that convention has been activated with full force. And at the same time, the Article 20 of the African Charter on Human Rights and People Rights has also been activated, and Biafra people are exercising that right, and we are going to exercise it very soon during the self-referendum of the Biafra people. I also want you to understand that in the coming days, you are going to be faced with a lot of propaganda sponsored by the Nigerian state. You can see that during the sit at home, a lot of lies were told, and they will continue to tell those lies. Just make sure you stand very resolute, stand very strong. We are winning and will continue to win until the day we are going to redeclare Biafra. I want you all to understand that the Biafra Republic government in exile inauguration will happen in September. After that, we will activate in full force the de facto government in the homeland. But first of all, I want you all to understand that the Montevideo Convention of 1933 by the South American state, the Article 1 made it very, very clear how the international law should possess the qualification to define what a state is all about. How will you be recognized as a state? There are qualifications that the international community must recognize before you can be called a state. And I want to inform Biafra people that we have gone through this process. Today, many people do not understand that freedom fighting in the 21st century is something you do with brain, it's something you do with wisdom, it's something you do with knowledge, it's something you do also with experience. Many experience you have to also make sure that you utilize them while fighting for the freedom of your people. And on this note, the state, the Article 1 of this convention, demonstrates how you can qualify to be called a state, or how you can be qualified to be called a country, or what should qualify you to be recognized by international community, even when some people may not recognize you, or some organization may not recognize you. But the qualification to be recognized as a state is one. You must have a permanent population. Biafra has demonstrated that we have a permanent population. In addition to this, the Biafra Republic government in exile in the coming weeks will unveil the Biafra registration and the National Identity Registration of Biafra Republic, which is going to be completely online. That is going to help the Biafra people to lay the database of the Biafra Republic. Number two, for you to have the qualification to be recognized as a nation, you must define your territory. I want to inform Biafra people today that the Biafra Republic government in exile and the de facto government in the homeland has defined the Biafra territory with a new edited map. Number four, the government. For you to be recognized internationally, you must form a government. And I want to inform Biafra people today that we have formed a government. We did not just form a government, we have formed the Biafra Republic government in exile government, and we have also formed the de facto government in the homeland. Number four, before you can be recognized as a nation, especially when you are fighting to liberate your people like the Biafra people are fighting today, you must have the capacity to enter into relation with other states. Today, we have demonstrated that we have the capacity to enter into relation, enter treaties, and sign alliances with different states. And we continue to maintain alliances with Ambazonia. We will continue to maintain alliances with others who are secretly supporting the Biafra liberation movement. And in the coming months, as the case may be, there will be coming openly to make statement based on what Biafra will be doing. I want Biafra people to understand as well that this is not just about the military aspect of it, it is also a democratic aspect of this Biafra liberation. And for that reason, we have activated the Article 20 of the African Charter of People and Human Rights. The African Charter of People, the African Charter of Human and People Rights, Article 20 state that all peoples shall have the right to existence. They shall have the unequivocal.
Ndị be anyị daalụ nne si esere anyị na Eastern News 24 n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ ụbọchị abalị 40 nke ọnwa Ọktoba 2023. Dịka o si dị, unu nụrụ ife Biafran Prime Minister kwugasị n'iru akwụkwọ a. Nke dịka ibe ya bụ o nwere ife na-eme ife ji eme, o nwere ife kpatara ife ji eme, mana my best understanding na nghọta m bụ na ị chọrọ ime ihe, chekie ihe bụ the problem and tackle the solution for it. Ori oge ka a na-agwa Nigerian gọọmenti si release Maazị Nnamdi Kanu fekwụlọ ka ihe bụzi the problem ebe court releasiri ya. Akwụnụfụ ka o si wee dị kịta ka o si aga, ya bụ ife adịrọ mma. Si release ya ka udo wee dị, ka ebe ị nọ wee dị ọfụma, ka udo chia n'ebe niile dị iche iche. Biko dododo si release ya ka udo wee chia, si release ya ka udo wee chia. Okwu na-akọ ha n'ọnụ. Achọghị m ịbịa dọkọwa nnukwu okwu ọkwụbo nnukwu okwu gbasata maka ya bụ ife. Daalụ niile. Ife a bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si na-ewetara nnukwu ozi a dị oke mkpa nke emesịa nụ ụmụnne m.